How to make a balcony safe for cats. High-rise syndrome is a term applied to cats that fall from high windows or balconies. Contrary to popular myth, cats don't always land on their feet. Although cats do have a righting reflex, this very much depends on them falling from a height where they can rotate through 360 degrees. If the distance is more or less than the time needed for a cat to rotate with paws downwards, then he will hit the ground just like any other animal and could be severely injured or even killed. A cat that is chasing a bird or insect or following a cloud with his eyes can accidentally go right over a balcony rail. If you allow your pet out on the balcony, you need to know how to make your balcony safe to avoid accidental injuries or falls. Part 1: Safeguarding your balcony. 1. Enclose your balcony with plastic mesh or wire. This is not a cage, but a catio, a cat patio, that enables your pet to see and sniff the outside in a protected space. Catios are especially good for city dwellers and others who don't have backyards but who want their cats to have safe exposure to the outdoors and fresh air. Enclose all or part of the inside perimeter of your balcony by attaching barrier material to the posts or rails. Check carefully to be sure there are no gaps or weak places that the cat can get through. Wire is stronger and will give better protection. Some cat owners use a wire grid set such as those sold as closet shelving to construct a sturdy barrier. Attach the sections with cable ties. If you construct a barrier that is not totally enclosed, but adds height to the balcony rail, be aware there is still a risk that your cat may climb out. You know your cat. If he's older, chances are that he will likely just putter around. However, if he is young and hyper or gets distracted easily, he may be more likely to try to escape and potentially fall. If you have any doubts or concerns in the slightest, then make sure the barrier is totally and securely enclosed. Just because the balcony is enclosed doesn't mean it has to be unattractive or boring for your cat. Cats like to see what's going on, so provide vantage points for your cat, such as perches and posts. Only do this if you have fully enclosed your balcony. 2. Build your own catio, enclosure, or catwalk. If you're handy with tools and have some spare time and basic construction materials, lumber, wire screening or heavy mesh nets, and tools, then you can create your own catio. You can construct a large open-air box, an enclosed shelter, or a long, enclosed walkway, like a catwalk. In other words, you can make it as fancy or as simple as you like. If you need building inspiration or instructions, photos and catio plans are readily available online. Many DIY cat owners who've constructed catios of all sizes have posted their building tips as well as photos and videos of the finished products. Building your own catio, enclosure, or catwalk can also be a chance for you to harness your creativity, since you can use different colors and match the catio to your home or apartment. Making your own catio will also save you the cost of purchasing a commercial catio, see the next step, or paying someone to build it for you. 3. Adapt a large dog crate as an outdoor enclosure for your cat. This is a quick fix that doesn't require too much time, money, or effort. Set the crate in a place where the cat can have a good view of the outdoor scenery around your balcony and beyond. Choose the largest crate you can fit in the balcony. Remember that cats love to be up high to get a good view of what's going on. Consider placing a high perch inside the crate, so the cat can sit higher up. In addition, remember that your cat cannot escape from the crate, so you need to provide all facilities such as water and a litter box. Make sure there is adequate shade and a breeze during the warmer seasons, so your cat doesn't suffer heat stroke. 4. Invest in a commercial catio. There are many websites you can visit to find the one that is best for your cat. One big name in the market is Kittywalk Systems. Cat magazines will often feature ads for all kinds of cat enclosures. Keep in mind that these commercial catios can be expensive and that you could spend up to $2,000, depending on what you are looking for. One of the cheaper options for a balcony is a collapsible, stand-alone enclosure that can be purchased for as little as $40. 5. Ensure your cat has access to required amenities on the balcony. Make sure there is fresh water available as well as a litter box. There should also be some area on the balcony with shade and a place for the cat to snuggle into when the weather turns cold. You can even purchase pet-friendly water fountains for your balcony. These serve a dual function by both providing fresh, cool water source for pets and adding a decorative and smoothing touch to your outdoor space. 6. Be sure that all plants on your balcony are safe for cats. You don't want your cat to ingest any plant material that could be hazardous to his health. If you still like having plants on your balcony, consider hanging plants in planters or window boxes that can attach to the side of your balcony. This way, you can have the greenery you want and ensure that your cat can't get into the plants. Part 2: Preventing falls. 1. Train your cat to wear a harness. This will give your cat a little more freedom and keep him safe while he is out on the balcony with you. It's important to note that your cat or kitten is never too young to begin learning to wear a harness. There can be benefits to starting young. If you start training your kitten to wear a harness at, say 8 weeks, then he will more easily accept wearing a harness as normal. With that said, it's also possible to train adult cats to wear harnesses. It just takes a bit more patience. Buy a light-weight H-shaped nylon harness which you can buckle at the neck and around your cat's stomach. Figure 8 harnesses tend to enable easier escapes and thus will not work as well for keeping your cat safe. Make sure to get the right size of harness. Measure the cat's neck and stomach with a measuring tape snugly but not tightly. Then purchase the harness that best approximates those measurements. Start by putting on the harness, without the leash, on its slackest setting while giving your cat lots of praise and his favorite treat. Then remove harness after a minute or 2. Repeat this at least twice a day for 1-2 weeks and gradually extend the amount of time your cat wears the harness before he gets a treat and your praise. The goal is to get your cat to forget he is wearing the harness and be comfortable in it. How readily your cat accepts the harness is a matter of his individual character and how quick he learns. Male or female, neutered or unneutered, if the cat is generally sociable and happy to be around people, then you have a good chance of training him to wear a harness. 2. Put the harness on your cat and let him onto the balcony. Attach the leash to the harness once your cat has been trained and accepts wearing the harness. Fit the harness so that it is snug, but that you are still able to insert 2 fingers between the straps and the cat. If the harness is too slack, the cat may be able to wriggle free. On the other hand, if the harness is too tight, this can cause discomfort or pain for your cat. Be aware that a regular harness may snap when placed under stress, which would occur if the cat falls off the balcony. Use the harness to restrict the cat's movements so that he cannot reach the balcony rail and thus put himself in a position of danger. If your intention is to use the harness as a safety restraint, example, to hold his weight if he falls, then you must buy a harness that is certified as suitable as a car restraint. 3. Tie the leash to an immovable object. If your intention is to give your cat freedom of the balcony in your absence, then tie the leash to an immovable object, and make sure the cat cannot reach the balcony rail from that position. Make sure you tied the leash tightly. Double-check the security of your knot by pulling on it a couple of times. If the knot is sturdy, it shouldn't come apart as you tug on it. 4. Always monitor the cat. If you're home, keep an eye on your cat as he roams the balcony. Warnings. If you use screen to enclose your balcony, be aware that ordinary screening is easily shredded by cats who haven't been declawed. Visit a hardware store to get a heavy-duty hardware cloth to use instead of screen. Most cat falls occur when cats are distracted by birds or clouds passing by outside.